Hello everyone, this is Roven. I just want to show off my portable pedalboard rig. So everything here is battery powered. So this is the Harley Benton Powerbank Plus. So this is a power supply, but it also can power if you have a separate power supply. So I have a separate power supply underneath here. So just showing this off, if I turn this on, so this currently outputs 12 volts, 2000 milliamperes. My power supply underneath is the Harley Benton ISO 2 Pro. So this needs 12 volts to 2000 milliamperes. And everything that you see on top of the board gets powered by this power supply. So as you can see, everything's powered up except for the RC-500, which needs a connection in the output for it to turn on. Everything's working fine. So this mini mixer that you see here, so basically what I did was expanded the inputs of the RC-500. So the line goes from the input of the Plethora X5. So my guitar goes in here. The stereo out goes to not the RC-500, but the stereo out of the Plethora X5 goes into input 1 and 2 to preserve the stereo effect of the Plethora X5. And then the output of this mini mixer goes into the loop station. So that gives me 2 additional stereo or mono channels here in the mini mixer. So I can control the volume of the Plethora X5 and also any instruments that I plug into input 3 and 4. So I have also a master volume knob here to control everything. And that's it. So this has all my guitar effects. This mini foot switch, 2-button foot switch here is connected to the RC-500. So it has, I mapped it to control some of the drum settings here, but you can obviously tweak it. This is the M-VAVE Chocolate MIDI foot switch. So this also controls both the Plethora X5 and the RC-500. So this is a TRS MIDI connection. So I have a TRS to 5-pin MIDI going from here to Plethora, from Plethora to RC-500. So that's how I connect the MIDI. So this one is just a overdrive small 1-button pedal. So this is Harley Benton Dr. D. So I've included it in the Plethora X5 FX loop. So just a mono FX loop that runs from to my board. So my guitar in goes here and is processed all the way there. So the overdrive goes in between this one, the foot switch 1 and foot switch 2. But that's it. So I have a LED strip here. But cool thing about this, since it's battery powered, I have 2 options for this to be powered. You can insert, so the power brick that came along with the ISO 2 Pro, my power supply underneath, can also recharge the power bank. So I plug it there. As you can see, it's charging. So yeah, you have that option, but also you can have an option to have a separate power bank. So I've included the port here. So this is, what's it again? Mission Engineering 529M. So I have a split signal there for the power. So the power bank can accept. So this is the input of the Harley Benton Powerbank. So this input can accept either this one. So this is a split. This one, and also the input of the Mission Engineering 529M. So if I plug that in, if I find home, okay. So this now is charging this one. As you can see, the thing is, most power bank don't output 12 volts 2 amperes. So we have to make sure that, you know, either a power bank or a power brick outputs 12 volts 2 amperes. So we can see this power bank here. So I plugged it on output 1. So this is just a Inui power bank. So this is 65 watts output 1. Output 1 here, you can see it reads 12 volts 3 amperes. So I can plug it there, and it has enough power to power this power bank. So this needs 12 volts 2 amperes as well. So you can do that option. You can plug it into the power brick that came along with the power supply. But as I mentioned, you can't power it by your typical power brick. So I'm using here an iPad power brick. I don't think it outputs 12 volts 2 ampere. Yeah, it says here only 5 volts 3 amperes or 9 volts 2 amperes. So, you know, that's the limitations of power bricks. So even if I plug that to the Mission Engineering 529M, it won't do anything. It won't charge it. Yeah, so that's all. Also, I've installed a Minimod DC here on the left side of the board. So basically this merges two outputs of the ISO2 Pro. So output A and B, which outputs 500 milliamperes each. You can select, there's a switch behind the power supply here. You can select either 9 volts, 12 volts, or 18 volts. So this goes out, goes here, it merges it, and this now can output a maximum of 1000 milliamperes. So we can plug either a pedal board or anything that you need to be powered by 9 volts, 12 volts, or 18 volts. Oh, additional thing, the power bank powers the mini mixer. So this here I bought like an angled micro USB adapter here, so that is plugged in right around here. And so this, the cool thing about this Harley Benton Powerbank Mark 1, it has two USB 5 volts output, so you can charge anything from here. So this goes to this one, it powers this one. Also, I have this cable here that powers the Mvave midi foot switch. So this is a rechargeable midi foot switch. So I have a plug here that is on. So just to demonstrate that, I usually pull it off just so it won't drain the battery. So right now it's red. If I turn it on, yeah. So it's now working. Yeah, I have all the cables underneath this. So Plethora X5 is currently raised above. I have two pedal risers here. It's a Harley Benton pedal riser. So let's show it off. So it's just 2 pedalboard risers here, which is kind of neat. Yeah, it fits in the soft case bag, barely fits in. So this is the pedalboard case it came with. And make sure the topmost, so the highest point is where I close my zippers. There. Nice and compact. Fly rig.